Today we're talking about the F1 race that happened, talking about the TV series on Disney Plus, the Boba Fett show, and we got our other random things we like to do. Benchwarmers, the podcast about our random thoughts, and we said, hey, let's record it. I'm Sean with the whole gang today. Jake, Kyle, and Rick. Everybody's here. What's going on, guys?
That's me.
I'm one of those names.
We are.
I have a name.
My name is Showing. Hi, Showing.
It's not. It won't. It's showing. I'm so good at talking. We should do a podcast, guys. Your name. I don't
should
think
do more than one.
Is this is good.
He's still
I have a
So,
special
Kyle,
guest with me.
We do?
Yeah. It's Snoop Dogg.
What is that?
It's Snoop Dogg's wine.
He has a wine? No way.
Why is he in wine? Like, I'm sure he's got his own fucking weed. Just like
That's why it's not like. That's why does it taste like Colt 45?
No, it's really good. It's like a semi-sweet red from 19 Crimes. They make it. Yeah, this is good shit.
Kyle,
I do realize there was the drink, that watermelon hard cider.
The cork's got it on too.
That's
pretty sick.
That's
I do have to drive out to Rochester to get some of that watermelon hard cider. It is out now, and now I just don't know if it's worth driving an hour for. But I really want to get it.
Well, I mean, you stop and go to Genesee Brewery. For lunch.
Some Kolsch.
Yeah, oh fuck yeah! If you could ship me some Kolsch, that'd be awesome. I've had it shipped to me before.
I mean, you'll probably be up here soon, so.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly,
I'm gonna make sure I
it's gonna sound really bad. I have been kind of like, Ricky will be up here soon. I'll just pick some cider up with Ricky when we go out to Rochester. Like,
there's a chance.
But it's like I don't want to miss out if it's a seasonal cider.
That is true too.
Decision.
Watermelon, bold rock watermelon hard cider, fucking delicious.
I had a beer in New Jersey at a brewery there, made with real watermelons. Like they had a bunch of watermelon rinds in their dumpster, and it was very good. It's very sweet beer, but it's very good.
Made the beer in the dumpster?
No, they threw the watermelon rinds into the dumpster.
Okay.
I wasn't looking through their dumpster.
Yeah, I don't know if they like do 6-packs or 12-packs or whatever, but I intend to buy like 24 cans or whatever worth of
Can I tell you guys something weird about New Jersey?
I really hope you do. You know what? I'm gonna start first. Gas. Yeah, that really fucks me up. Like, fuck them for that.
They have a full service.
They come to your window.
It is illegal to pump your own gas.
Yeah, you can't do it. It's safety, because I guess people have fucked up, and I don't know why or what.
Well, fuck your sister, but hey, don't pump the gas.
Yeah, New Jersey.
It's very strange. It takes a lot to get used to.
Yeah, I got yelled at. We stopped there once, and I get out. Like, no, you can't do that.
I knew what was happening, and I was just stressed out. My heart was.
I don't ever want to go to New Jersey because of that.
Yeah, I don't really know what else.
It's a weird reason
to go. How does that work? Like, because I pay at the pump.
You hand them your money, give them the card.
Yeah, it's like going to Smoking Joe's.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving somebody else my fucking credit card. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, you do it anyways when you use your credit card for most of the time. So.
Yeah, but what's the chances? Like, you're at the grocery store, you give them your credit card, and they just grab it and run out the front door.
Yeah,
but like, honestly, you're in a car. So what are they gonna do? Run away from you while you're in a car?
Yeah, I see that part. I don't care about. I just like, I don't know. It's my car. Like, let me fucking take care of my car.
Yeah.
What was your fun fact about New Jersey?
Yeah, sorry.
There's like a very limited amount of like licenses to sell alcohol for restaurants. Like very few people have them and they're hard to get. You basically have to wait for somebody else's restaurant to close before you can get one of these tokens to sell alcohol at your restaurant. So as a result, a lot of restaurants allow you to bring your own booze in, and you can just bring a 6-pack to the Chinese restaurant or whatever, and they'll serve you and you just get your own beer there, and it's pretty cool.
Okay, so apparently there still is hope for New Jersey.
Yeah. A lot of places are bring your own beer or booze or whatever.
That would save me so much money.
Yeah.
I could roll up with Snoop Dogg and everything's cool in New Jersey.
Yeah.
We have dry counties down here where they don't even sell alcohol in some of the counties.
That's a lot more common than people think, though.
Well, yeah, the county that the Jack Daniel's distillery is in is a dry county. It's just because there's such a small population that they don't qualify for voting out old laws, so they can't vote out that law of prohibition because not enough people live there. So
that's what happened to Footloose. That's why dancing was gone. Kevin Bacon put them over the edge, and they could vote against it.
Fucking Kevin Bacon.
They needed one more person in their city, one more population.
That's it. They were right there at the threshold, and then Kevin Bacon rolled up, started dancing, changed the world.
It's pretty cool. I made the video.
Up their butts. Why do people put sticks up their butts?
Now, before you get into your idea, Kyle, back on the topic of bringing alcohol to restaurants. I don't remember because I usually drank it too quickly. Could you do that in Vegas? Because like you can walk around while drinking.
I don't know.
I'm like, we only went to one, but the casinos, right? But like, we only went to the actual one sit-down restaurant. That was Margaritaville, that I remember.
I'm assuming
not counting In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger, we almost died from different kinds. But like Margaritaville, I remember my beer was well gone by the time we got to Margaritaville.
I don't know because I remember. I mean, obviously it was a bar, but there was the bar in MGM Grand they made. They wouldn't let us bring in our beer, but that was. Yeah, do you remember that?
Nope.
It was the bar where the bar that Kyle got his sweet ass
milkshake thing. From. Yeah, and we thought he was gonna die. Grandpa made fun of Josh.
Yeah, I had a beer. Somebody else had a beer. I don't know if we all had beers, but I know I did, and they wouldn't let me go in. Me. I had to finish my beer out in the lobby before they would be inside the bar.
Were all the security people like chug?
No, they weren't.
They do that shit. Like I don't know, but I don't remember that at all. I'm wondering, is that because it was a bar?
That's what I maybe, but I mean, we were also, I mean, the amount of walking around and fucking around we did. So it's not like we were in and out of tons of places. Like, so when we had a beer, we were just walking around. So we didn't really, we were able to finish them before going in somewhere.
Right. Well, that's it. Like our trip that we went on is not a good example, but I'm just curious for like future reference or whatever.
Well, next time, because I'm sure we'll have pretty much the same shit going on. We'll just have to, if we finish our alcohol, we have to just hold on to the empty beer and walk into Margaritaville.
You're smarter than me, because in my head, when you were talking, I was like, oh, we have to go get another beer and then go into the restaurant.
Nah, you just hold on to the empty and then see if they'll let you in with it. And if they don't, like, okay.
I'll just throw it out.
Yeah. I mean, that happened to me when I was in Disney, but that was because I had a glass container. They don't want glass containers. So like the security was like, and you end up being from where I live, the city that I live in right now. And he's just like, you can throw it out or you can chug it. And he's like, if you don't chug it, I'm going to judge you. and so then I chugged it. So that guy was cool and all, but
did he yell chug when you were doing it?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
He was just talking shit about me to my wife, who was standing there judging me while I was doing it.
Yeah, he sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, he's super chill and relaxed.
Right.
All right, yeah, sorry, that was very off tangent.
Two more things. You can bring food into breweries as a result. So if you're going to get some watermelon beer from a brewery, you can bring your own food too. And also Snoop Dogg is in a video game now. I think it's Call of Duty, actually. You can play as Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he's a new operator.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, and he streams on Twitch.
Was he in Def Jams back in the day?
Yep. And not this NHL that you had, Jake. In 2020, NHL 2020, he was the second period guest announcer for every fucking game.
That's
no, it was annoying because every
that
time
would
you
be
score,
a lot for every game.
It's because he did the All-Star game that year.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going to. The announcer's like, I'm going to steal that line. Oh yeah. He just said to say it was literally just scripted the same things every game. Oh my God.
That's annoying, yeah. But that's probably not his fault.
The worst part was too, it had the option for you to turn it off, but it didn't work. To turn it off. You go to change it. Snoop Dogg guest announcer, and when it said on, and when you go over to the section to change it to off, it just went from on to on.
You can't turn off.
Maybe that's why I didn't get that game.
Right.
But yeah, he also streams on Twitch. Apparently,
he is very funny. Like, if you ever watch his National Geographic shit, that stuff is some of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
What are these things? Are these?
They had him and Kevin Hart doing like Olympics recap, and like it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he is a funny dude.
The Sunday nights, either after the game, the NFL game, or the intermission, or the halftime, him and Jamie Foxx were doing stuff, going through highlights and videos and stuff. It was pretty fun.
I hate Jamie Foxx.
Really?
Was he the electric guy?
Yeah, Electro.
I liked him.
I don't really know him much out of.
I don't know. I hate the movie Any Given Sunday.
Never watched.
Al Pacino.
Pacino. All I can think of was Scarface. Pacino and Jamie Foxx. It was just a terrible fucking movie, and like, there's just been no movies that like I really like him in, or like Law Abiding Citizen might be my favorite movie that he's in.
I like that. Collateral's a good one too, with him and Tom Cruise, where he's the cab driver.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's in a new one coming out.
A lot of Jamie Foxx movies.
What was that, Sean?
There's a new one he's coming out, and he's going to be Mike Tyson.
Fucking.
And then he was Ray Charles.
I remember that. I never watched it.
Ray Charles blind?
Yeah.
Was he blind?
Fuck. Did we ever tell you this story, Ricky? We were at Kyle's parents' at mom's house, and Blues Brothers was on. And he's like, is he blind? I'm like, that's Ray Charles. Is he blind? Yes.
Ray's music store in the movie.
Oh, does he play the
trying
piano?
To buy the instruments, and he's like, is he blind?
There are conspiracy theories that he is not actually blind.
No, that's Stevie Wonder.
Oh, that's right, Stevie Wonder. You're right. Thank you.
That's what I was thinking about. I think it was Stevie Wonder. There's memes I have on my phone where it's him singing, and it goes, "Roses are black, violets are black, everything's black. I can't see."
That's one of my favorite memes.
And then there's
that and the roadkill that has the fucking "Get Well Soon" balloon on it. Those two are my favorite ever.
I've seen one too where it's Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles, and he's got from the old Disney Channel where they do the Mickey Mouse head.
Oh, it's all over the place.
It's all fucked up, and it goes, "I'm Stevie Wonder, and you're watching the Disney Channel." It's just a bunch of lines. I'll show you, Kyle. They're funny.
All right.
No, but Anthony Anderson was on one of the talk shows one time. He goes, "Yeah, Stevie Wonder's not blind." He goes, "We were doing something the one time, and I put something right in front of him as he was walking, and he literally wouldn't have been able to see it unless he wasn't blind, and literally moved right around it like he knew it was there."
Yeah, I saw Shaq's got stories too against it too. Like there's a lot of conspiracy.
Maybe he's like Daredevil. He sees everything.
I'm a good.
Yeah, all the other senses are heightened, so
yeah.
He might have heard that person put something in front of him.
Right.
Could be. I'm not about to slander Stevie Wonder. I assume he has good lawyers if he's still alive.
Yes, he is very much alive.
I'm suing the bench warmers.
It would be good press, but we don't make any money, so it probably wouldn't help.
See, that's it. I'm thinking, man, that'd be amazing if he did. Local podcast that only averages 4 views an episode gets sued.
Right?
That would be pretty good. Yeah.
It's
All right.
your
Well,
most
Stevie
viewed
Wonder.
episode.
Then for the sake of that, Stevie Wonder can clearly see. Yep. Anyways,
He's watching our podcast.
I wanted to just say something, but it would get us banned from YouTube.
I can see clearly now.
Do it for the credits.
Yeah. Oh, we should do the thing with the credits so that we're all just talking to each other. And there's just words going over our face and it's all muted like they used to do in the 90s shows or the news. That's what they used to do it on. I'm sorry. I'm off topic. Snoop Dogg. He's good. What are we talking about?
Off topic and still not on topic.
All right.
I'm off topic, so I'm going to change it to a different off-topic topic.
What is the topic then?
Strategy.
Talk about that F1 race today, guys.
Oh yeah,
I
that
missed it.
Yeah, it's a good race.
it was all right.
Interesting ones. What happened? I missed the part. What happened with Ricardo?
Car just died.
Just died. That's what I saw it.
Oh,
Like,
he had to
oh, man.
retire it?
Yep, electrical issue. Fernando Alonso had an electrical issue. His he had overheating. His car overheated and just couldn't get it cooled off. So he stopped, and on that same lap, Ricardo's engine died.
And then there was a bunch of, I don't know what the other flag was when, Stroll took somebody out toward the end of the race. And then
Yeah, Stroll and who was it? I think it was a Williams car. They were side by side and got together. I don't think it wasn't Stroll's fault
no.
because he was there. And the
I
other guy,
saw the only thing that I saw was a Williams car get a yellow flag in the first couple of laps. So that's why I'm curious. Like with everything you guys are telling me, like how many cars? Because obviously Schumacher couldn't make it, and then
4 retired.
So 4 more, so a total of 6 cars. It was 14 cars that finished the race.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 out of 14 got points. Could you imagine being one of those 4?
I saw a good clip after. It was Lewis Hamilton asking his crew, and they're like, P10. They're just kind of chattering back and forth. He's like, do I get points for that? Yes, you do.
Fuck that asshole.
2005 U.S. Grand Prix, only 6 cars started. It was one of the worst Grand Prix ever.
I was gonna say like if I'm driving it, I'm not even being aggressive at all. I'm just wanting to
Sorry, my phone's ringing.
Finish the race.
Hello? Already? All right. Guys, it's banana time.
Woo! Banana time! Jake, where's your banana?
I forgot to order my banana.
Wow.
Look at that banana.
Out of all the times that I didn't freeze, that would have been the greatest time for me to freeze.
Well, I guess it's just half of us doing banana time then.
Did you guys coordinate this?
No.
No.
What do you mean? No, Sean texted us when we were talking. We were talking about bananas.
We were talking about bananas.
We were talking about bananas in a group chat, and Sean was like, "Yo, everyone should bring a banana onto the show, just to freak Jake out."
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
If you don't know this about Jake, he hates
hate bananas. Fucking worst thing ever.
I'll
change so many goddamn shitty diapers before I fucking touch a banana. I hate bananas. No, it's not. You don't have to lie about it. The viewers don't like liars.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would like it. Fucking no chin makes it you can get more in your mouth.
I can taste the potassium.
I fell asleep, so I never ordered my banana.
Well, you're missing out. You got another one. Oh my god. Are you just gonna eat like 8 bananas now, Sean?
Well, who orders only one banana? Usually they come in like a bushel.
Yeah, I bought a bunch. I left work on Friday and went grocery shopping and made sure I bought bananas.
Bushel of bananas.
First thing I did, I walked into the store and went to the produce. It was the first thing I grabbed. Was bananas.
Nice.
After that, it was more ketchup.
You ever have a
It
plantain?
was. Yes, I had it. I had them in Hawaii.
Plantain, it's a banana, but it's fucking. Plantains are hard as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't rip those open. You got to cut them open.
You got to cut them. Yep.
They're used in cooking a lot more.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I did with them. You fry them.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good.
There's also red
right.
bananas, which are
And
like
there's you ever see the blue ones?
Mm-hmm.
no what
There's blue ones. I don't know where to get them, but supposedly they taste like vanilla ice cream.
Ooh,
They're
fancy.
blue, like a light blue. They remind me of those little blue Tootsie Rolls. You know, you have like the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls. They're like those. It's the exact color blue. So I don't know if they're real or not. I think they're fake personally, but I'm hoping it's real.
They're GMOs.
Yeah.
It's no longer banana time. But yeah, red bananas are just a little bit sweeter. I guess the blue ones are super sweet.
Maybe.
Fun
All
fact
right.
about a banana tree, you have to chop down all the branches off the banana tree after you harvest it, and just leave the stump and let it regrow for it to make more bananas.
Nice.
Whoa, weird. Did you learn that from experience?
I did not. I learned that when I was in Hawaii, because they grow bananas in Hawaii.
Ooh, and pineapples.
Yes, very known for pineapples and cacao.
Cacao.
That's a main ingredient in dark chocolate.
I love cacao.
Which is funny. It's this giant pod. Sorry to get off topic, but it's a giant pod. And they have to take the seeds and let them ferment for 15 days before they can crush them and turn them into chocolate. Otherwise, it's not like viable. So it's got to make it rot before you can use it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyways.
All right. And then I remember hearing at the end of the race, after the race was over, it was a pretty good battle between Leclerc and
I forgot what we were even talking about because of that fucking waste of my life.
What are you talking about? We had a banana.
What are you talking about?
It was
So, you
banana
know.
time.
It was banana time.
Yeah.
I'll call it for banana time.
Yeah. This
At
is
the
the
end
only
of the
time
race,
you guys
though-
didn't sit on a banana for the banana time.
No, that'd be a waste of a banana.
Chocolate banana.
Oh, jeez.
Could you imagine if it broke off in your asshole?
One man, one banana.
One man. It'd be terrible.
One small step from man.
One giant leap
I don't know
for
what you
your
guys are doing.
anus.
One disappeared banana.
One giant disappeared banana.
Is that banana spoiled? No, it's just in my asshole. That's why it's brown.
God.
Give
I was
her,
letting it
give
get
her a
softer.
worship.
Oh my god.
It makes it taste better for the bread.
They actually say you're supposed to wait for bananas to get really ripe because it's when they're most nutritious.
Yeah, they turn brown.
Yep.
That's when you
they're
use them
really-
for the bread.
Yep, that's when they're really even just the best.
I do like banana bread.
Remember, it's good.
Yes,
I love banana bread, but it gives me heartburn.
See, I like bananas, but I don't like banana flavored anything.
I love bananas.
I mean, I like ketchup, but I hate tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
I
Fucking
don't
hate
mind
tomatoes.
tomatoes, but I don't.
Fucking hate tomatoes.
But yeah, I don't
Worse.
like banana flavored stuff like banana like milkshakes or like banana candy or anything like that. Banana like
It's a fucking banana milkshake.
Banana candy.
used to be
I love
popular
banana
as
milkshake.
shit at Reed's.
Yeah, you work there too, but like, look at the people
know.
who went to Reed's. They're weird as fuck.
But
Dude,
like,
banana
I used
runs-
to get like banana Laffy Taffy. I never used to eat that.
I love
Most people too didn't necessarily just get banana; they got chocolate banana
Oh yeah.
milkshakes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just banana; it was a mixture of it. So I
I
can
did-
get chocolate banana because it's a huge thing.
Banana
It was
bacon.
on. It was on Doug. Remember the show Doug?
Mhm.
So
Love that show.
I tried it. There was an episode where they accidentally spilled bananas on a pizza. And at the end of the episode, he was eating a banana by taking the banana and just dunking it in a jar of pizza sauce. So I tried that.
How was it?
I mean, I don't remember, so it wasn't that great.
We blacked out.
It's a pretty neutral feeling.
Okay. Oh man, I don't think I like the sound of that.
Yeah,
That sounds gross.
It was on Doug.
I love that
I
show.
don't care.
I love that show.
That's the no. I'm thinking of Aardvark. Arthur. Never mind. Aardvark. I think that just recently ended. But there's the meme. This note won't stop me because I can't read.
What?
It's a famous meme format. You put down something like, I don't know, children shouldn't be role playing as cats, and then you have a cat person saying like, this won't stop me because I can't read.
You need to like watch better shows.
I never actually watched Aardvark. I don't know what the show's called.
Arthur.
Is it Arthur or Aardvark?
Arthur.
Arthur? Okay. That just ended.
Yeah, it just ended.
They just had a series finale. Yeah, series finale. Like I watched a clip of it because like I had watched a few episodes. I never got huge into it, but like I watched a clip of it, and it's like it's really weird. It made him, I don't know, very hippie-ish type people.
Wasn't his sister's name Double D?
Yeah.
I thought that was
Dee Dee is
Or was it DW? It was one of those two.
Yeah, it's a DW.
DW. Because Double D, wasn't that Dexter?
I thought that was Dee Dee, but maybe they called her Double D. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Maybe she hit puberty and she got the Double D.
I was just thinking about that. I saw a size chart for
what?
I wanted to say breast holders, but it's called bras. They're called
I like breast holders so much better.
They are called bras.
So
I'm going to call them breast holders for the rest of my life now.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you going shopping for? Breast holders?
Over the shoulder boulder holders.
Oh,
that's a tongue twister though. I can't say that. I can't say it once, let alone 5 times. Go ahead, Kyle. Sorry.
A bunch of different countries. You know how like Europe has their own sizes, and Asia will have their own, and Australia and stuff. Bunch of them also have double.
Sure.
I'm a man. I don't know that.
Oh, okay.
I may need a bra, but I still don't know that.
They also do it for shoe sizes and stuff. Like they just have different measurement systems. But yeah, everyone has, not everyone, but most of the breast holders size charts contain a double D, and I think it's just because it has the shape that looks like 2 boobs from the side.
Nice.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Kyle, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Before we continue this F1 talk that we are obviously really into.
Mm-hmm.
I already know what Rick's answer is. I'm pretty sure I know what Sean's answer, but I guess this goes for you too, Sean.
Okay.
Are you guys tits guys or ass guys? Or Kyle, I've just, it being you, I guess I have to throw this in there too. Or feet. If you fucking say feet though.
Why do you care what I'm interested in?
I'm just curious. It's not like it's gonna ruin my day. I actually no. If you said feet, it would absolutely ruin my day.
Yeah,
like
I would the podcast.
I would probably never talk to you.
Feet?
Feet are
gross. If he chose children, I could not talk to Kyle. But feet, I'm fine hanging out with Kyle if he said feet. Feet's not that bad.
I really want to say more, but I don't want us to get banned from YouTube, so I don't want.
I hate feet, but feet's all right in that department.
What if you got pizza, which is like slippers that look like pizza?
I'd be okay. I said I'd be fine.
Yeah.
So basically, outside of anything illegal.
Yeah. Live.
Feet, tits, ass. I don't know. Legs, I guess. Legs is another big one.
The legs get me.
Yeah, let's go with legs. I like legs.
You like legs? That's your biggest turn on for a woman is their legs?
I don't know. It's hard to say biggest. It depends on the context, the woman.
It's really easy to say biggest.
Okay. I don't know. It depends. I guess legs. We'll go with legs. Why not?
Legs, okay. What
Yep.
about you, Shauner?
I'm an ass man.
Okay.
But
I-
still,
I
there's
do
nothing
like-
wrong with a nice.
I do
There's
like
nothing
some
wrong with a
pizza
nice pair of
pickles.
tits, though too.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm an ass man too, so I already know Ricky is. From many conversations we had about people's asses. Do you get the same feeling when somebody like pulls down their pants, like when your woman is pulling down their pants to like get dressed, you see her ass? To me, there's no other feeling than when you see their boobs. So
Oh yeah, that's the best.
I don't know what it is. It's just she's
Hey.
getting undressed or whatever, and it's like there they are. And it's like, oh my god, I gotta stare at
They're
her.
going to take a
And if
shower.
she's-
Can I see?
Yeah, like, but if like she walked by like pantsless or whatever, I'd look. But
it's not going to be the same reaction of seeing
yeah,
the breasts. Yes, I agree.
And
Rick doesn't. Rick doesn't. I can tell by his face.
No,
Yeah,
it's nothing.
No, I mean it. No, yeah, no, it's all but.
All but.
I mean, I
Well, you
like seeing
kinda-
them, but yeah, I like seeing them, but yeah, it's not a different reaction. I would say, yeah, like the reaction that you guys are talking about, I'd say it's there for the butt for me. Yeah, it's a butt thing.
No, like when I see your tits, like I get, even if it's a pair of tits I've seen a million times, I turn into a fucking little school kid and it's like, oh, boobies!
Those are boobies. I want
Yeah.
to squeeze them.
Well, there's one, there's two. But
Just
like,
prove guys can
There's
multitask.
3.
yeah,
Okay, Mrs. Triple Nipple.
There's an Adam Sandler movie where somebody had 3 boobs for no
Yeah.
reason.
Hey,
Yeah.
Crazy Nice.
craziness, yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah. She had to buy
That's so
custom breast holders.
Breast holders.
She had triplets.
Mm-hmm.
All right, F1, they raced.
Yeah.
They did. Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they didn't die.
They didn't. Real fucked up thing. With what I sent, but I'll tell the viewers, which was they got there on Thursday. There was a missile attack at a oil depot 6 miles from the track. And the teams held a meeting with the FIA, track officials, and the organizers of the track, which I believe is just the Saudi government. They said everything's fine. The drivers held their own private 4-hour meeting, which they were talking about, their own safety. That's everything's been as their own safety because people had family members there and whatnot.
Right.
And the organizers of the track, which would be the Saudi government, told the drivers and teams that anybody who chose not to race would have a difficult time leaving the country.
Oh,
And it's like, that's really, so you sign these contracts like I don't remember if Saudi Arabia's one, but they've been signing these giant contracts, like 10-year contracts, specifically with like Bahrain and I think Abu Dhabi. I'm not sure about Saudi Arabia, but like these countries that are known for terrible human rights issues. And then they get told themselves, like, you're going to have a difficult time leaving our country if you don't race. Like, that's not a good look. So like this isn't like helpful.
I don't know how much power the drivers have, but I would absolutely never race there again.
Yeah, it's like that's right. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know how. Have you guys paid attention to like the gigantic downfall that Phil Mickelson's having right now?
Yes.
With the Saudi, because the Saudis are making their own golf championship, and Phil Mickelson was backing it. There was an issue back 2 or 3 years ago in which the Saudis held a big golf. It was just at one golf course, big. I don't know what that's called, an open or a tournament or whatever.
Right.
And like Tiger Woods and a whole bunch of major golf players turned it down because of the whole thing that happened with that reporter, where he was dismembered.
Yeah.
He lived in America and was dismembered because he was talking trash about Saudi crown prince. So that's what happened. He goes to Turkey
I think
to
talking
buy.
trash is probably opinion. He's probably reporting on it.
He was criticizing the Saudi crown prince. He goes to Turkey to get a marriage license because he's getting married. There's video footage of him walking into the consulate, whatever that's called, of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, the embassy of Saudi Arabia in Turkey, and he doesn't leave. And he was dismembered. They knew he was coming. They killed him because he criticized the crown prince. So
that was that whole thing. And then Mickelson was talking about joining this, and he was kind of getting a lot of backlash about it. And everybody's
all of his sponsors left.
Yeah, and he's
because of everything over it.
I don't care. I know that this money is blood money, and it comes from bad things, but it's a lot of money. Like pretty much, I don't care what anybody else says. This is a lot of money to me. I'm going to take it.
Yep.
And then I think he finally got kicked off the PGA Tour for the rest of the year.
Yeah, he's not playing at all because of all that.
He's not doing the Masters too. So.
Yeah, but I was shocked. I mean, I was surprised that last year when they went to Saudi Arabia the first time, there was the FIA, like the pre-race and the commentators had mentioned there's tons of controversial things going on, and they mentioned all the things the drivers are talking about, and it's there was no fear about what was going on. They were putting it on the board, and they even said if you expect F1 to come to your country, then you have to be prepared that you're going to be on the world stage, so all of this is going to come to light. I'm all right, maybe it's not that bad that they're going to these places, because it's going to show that there's things that are messed up. But now this is completely different when the Saudi government says you're going to have a difficult time leaving your country. We say
right?
that's messed up. So now legit, you're making threats. You're the FIA, you're Liberty Media. They're now threatening your drivers and your teams. So what do you do about that? What do you do?
Is Schumacher in trouble because he had to retire because he couldn't race? You didn't race. No, I know. I'm just saying, but it's you didn't race. You didn't participate. You can't leave.
The article that I just found is basically from last year saying that the contract with Saudi Arabia could be for a decade or longer.
Yeah, it's a giant contract.
What laws contracts have to be enforced by law? What country's law is it under?
Well, I'm assuming what it is that because they signed the contract, all it is money. I'm sure that Saudi Arabia pay the FIA whatever amount of money to hold that contract for 10 years. And now if they back out of it, I'm sure they're going to have to pay Saudi Arabia back money.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah. That's what the FIA is doing right now. That whole league is just there was an article. I don't think I sent it to you guys, but the main guy for the FIA was saying that they are thinking about doing 30 races.
Yeah, it's too much. You can't.
When he said, I want to do 30, but I think we're going to get, I think he said 24, maybe 26, one of the two.
Yeah, 24 I saw.
But and it's man, a couple years ago, you're at 20. And now it's but the popularity has increased mainly due to the Netflix series of Drive to Survive. And that's why, when that started, it was just in Texas, and now it's going to be in Miami, and now they're talking about Vegas for next year. But that's what the FIA is doing. They're locking these areas down for long terms. And they're just looking at the money and stability, but they're not looking at
consequences.
These third world countries really are aren't the safest to go into.
That's Brazil. Brazil has been on the calendar for so long, but there are multiple times where it happened to Mercedes not too long ago because they have team buses where they transport from the track to the hotel. The entire Mercedes team bus was hijacked. People, and engineers on it, drivers on it. They broke onto the bus and held them at gunpoint and stole their watches and wallets and shit.
Oh my!
In Brazil, that's just not. Which sucks. Brazil's a great track. Brazil, the country's beautiful, but it happened at the Olympics where they built a giant wall. separating where the Olympics were taking place and where the people lived because it was such a bad area.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, it don't matter where you are. There's always going to be opportunistic people.
Oh yeah.
Nothing's what you just described could easily happen in Miami or Texas, stateside.
Yep.
Let alone these other countries. Like, people know, all right, Formula One's coming. These people are making millions upon millions of dollars. We're gonna do something. This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Obviously, like the watches, just to put a value on what a watch is, the McLaren and Ferrari have sponsorships with Richard Mille, which is a French watchmaker, very, very luxurious watchmaker. It's a very specific for McLaren. It's called a Speedtail watch. It retails at $850,000 a watch. And guess what? Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo, they wear one because it's a sponsor. So Lando Norris had a Richard Mille watch stolen at a soccer game right in London. So like it happens there too, because they know that they got this watch that is that much money. Well, we can gank that shit. So yeah, it can happen anywhere.
If you ever
And
get
unfortunately, these guys aren't like physically intimidating.
No.
Like, I'm not saying that as an insult. Like, these guys, it's not a NFL linebacker you're trying to steal it from.
You may win a fist fight, but if we get in a car chase,
yeah, they're all cardio. It's you gotta be small to fit in the car and be light and all that. So it's all cardio.
Their strongest muscle is their neck because of the G forces that they. No, it's legit. Like, their strongest muscle is their neck for doing G force. They're fighting against G forces and having to be able to drive with that.
When they do like the training and stuff, you see the guys doing the thing where they're spinning the wheel, it's got resistance, and then they do the other one where they put the neck band or the band on their head and they're like,
yeah, they do whole night at the Roxbury shit.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Kyle?
Oh, if you ever get a fancy watch, you should get a counterfeit watch of the same kind to wear around. Like, if you're out in public and you're worried about it getting stolen, then somebody will just steal your counterfeit.
And what's the point of having that nice watch then?
I don't know. I wouldn't want a watch worth that much money.
Yeah, I'm not much of a watch person anyways. Like,
I would just sell
if I
it.
had that much money, I'm spending most of it on fucking hats.
Yeah.
But, like,
red ones,
diamond studded Sabres hats.
Look at that. Good race today though. Those guys battling it back and forth. That was definitely entertaining.
Yeah, so who won?
Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen. Yeah.
Who else got on pole? Or
podium.
Sorry.
It was Verstappen, Leclerc, and then Sainz. So it was Red Bull, Ferrari.
And did I see that Checo got fourth?
He got fourth. He got screwed over by the safety car because he had pit, and then the safety car came out. So when he came out, he wasn't able to go full speed. The whole track was going slow. People all pitted under the safety car because that's what you should do because everybody's going slow. So he ended up losing spots. It screwed him over. He should have won. It would have been him and Verstappen won too, but the safety car, which I mean that's luck. So
I saw Lando got top 10, so that's good for McLaren.
Yep, Lando got top 10. Magnussen and a Haas got top 10 again.
Got top 10. Yep.
Good for Haas, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I like McLaren because it's just them. I mean, I think I talked about this in the previous episode. Like, I don't like all these teams that have multiple teams in the game. And that's why I like McLaren. It's just them. Haas, it's just them. Like, to me, like, it's nice when it's supposed to be 1v1 all the way down to 10 teams, but it's not the case.
Yep.
So that's why I like to root for those actual ones that are out there. And Haas, like, it's just, they're the ultimate underdog. They're never expected to do anything. Are they still American technically?
What do you mean?
Weren't they an American team a few years ago? Weren't they owned by an American owner?
Yeah, Gene Haas. He still owns them.
So, America!
Gene Haas. If Gene Haas had
landed, like, doing, when you say his name real quick like that, it sounds like you're doing like a Dragon Ball move.
Gene Haas. Yeah. Gene Haas is the guy, like, he would be great to race for. He loves racing. If he had Lawrence Stroll money, then Haas would be
a dominant force.
They'd be tough to they'd be tough to race against, because even you go back to, it was 2019. I'm pretty sure it was Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen. They were finishing 5th, 6th, 7th. Like, they're finishing in points. They were a decent team. They were a good midfield team. And then they just didn't have money, because F1 costs a fuck ton of money. Gene Haas has a lot of history in NASCAR. He's owned a NASCAR. He had the Busch Series car and the Cup cars for a long time, like early 2000s.
It was the one that Tony Stewart was with, right?
Yeah, he gave Tony Stewart a part deal in his ownership. So Tony Stewart came over, brought all these sponsors, and then they win the championship in 2011. They won it in 2014. So they've won championships in NASCAR, but he's handed that whole deal off to Stewart because he's always dreamt of having an F1 team. Like, he's a guy that he loves racing, and he will put every penny towards racing as long as he has a penny. So, like, if he had Lawrence Stroll money, if he had Ferrari money, they would be a difficult force, but he just doesn't have that.
Now, when you've mentioned Andretti trying to join F1, didn't you mention that there was a team reaching out for him for a partnership? Was it Haas?
Yeah, it was Haas. So I don't think that Andretti will join them because Andretti wants their own team. They had a deal in place with Alfa Romeo, and then it fell through because Alfa Romeo didn't really want to allow them to make decisions, and that's not what they want. They want to own a team. So, and with Haas wanting to, F1 is Haas's baby. Like, he's always wanted an F1 team. So if they were to make a deal, I don't know. I don't even know if they talked. It was more of a Haas said in the media. I would let them, take part ownership or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they actually spoke. That would all come down to how much control are you going to give Andretti? Because, I mean, Andretti's good. Like, their IndyCar program is very good. Multiple IndyCar championships, multiple Indy 500s. Michael Andretti he's the last American to ever sit on the podium, 1993 at Monza with McLaren. He was teammates with Ayrton Senna back then. But they want to do their own thing. I'm sure they have the money to get into the sport. And they have tons of drivers. I mean, you think it's going to be just that. I mean, they're IndyCar. They've been IndyCar for decades. So
Forever.
Now you're going to have their drivers that they have, and their entire, like, they own all the development series too. They have lots of development series teams. So it's going to be a path for Americans specifically to get into F1. So, but then you have the issue where I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what's going to go on with it, because the F1, it sounds like they don't want to have more than 10 teams.
I was going to say, I was going to be my next question is, can you see them having 10 or 11 or more teams?
There's enough people that want to be in F1. It's just that
right.
F1,
they want to add races.
Yeah, F1 loves this we're exclusive bullshit, which F1 back 2010, 11, 12, around there, they had 12 teams at one point. But the F1 also has this horrendous rule, and it's completely stupid. Every team gets money for championship. I think it's either $15 or $35 million. Every team gets that amount of money at the end of the year for racing in the championship. Ferrari, even though I love Ferrari gets a bonus $238 million because they're the oldest team. Every time the FIA has said, "Hey, we're gonna not give you that anymore," they're like, "We're gonna leave," and then the FIA says, "All right, my bad," and then they just keep handing it over. It's really shitty. I love Ferrari, but it's a shitty thing. But the FIA also has a rule where only the top 10, and it's it's complicated. Only the top 10 teams over a 3-year period get championship money. So if you start a team for next year, you are, even if you win the championship, you are not going to get a championship payout. You have to finish in the top 10 2 seasons over a 3-year period to get championship money. So if you have, even if Andretti joins the first year, they're only going to get that, which, I mean, 35, I don't know how much money. I'm sure it's a lot more than 35 million is what it costs to run an F1 team. But so they join that first year, they're not going to get a championship payout. They got to finish the top 10 at least 2 years over 3 years to get a championship payout.
Now, for one, I'm thinking Andretti's trying to bank on the surge in popularity that the Americans have had towards the sport right now.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to bank on that. So merchandise, whatever it might be. Can you see them going I'm going to say soccer, but I know it's football route with relegations?
There'd be absolutely no way you could do that, because you'd have to completely overhaul the entire sport, because every year a team creates a new car. So 3/4 of the way through the year, the team starts shifting their focus towards next year's car. They start applying money to next year's car. You would have to know, I mean, just
I'm just thinking with you using F2. You know, like,
yeah, I know, but like
up a point or whatever in forever. But like, let's say Andretti for this conversation's purpose, but Andretti's been dominating F2. Like, move Andretti up to F1, move Williams down to F2, and see what happens type deal. You know, like,
you would have to, like I said, you'd have to overhaul the sport, because now you would have to figure out when are you going to be officially, like, and if Andretti's in F2, when would they officially know that they're going to be moving to F1? And because you'd have to have a cutoff point, because of, I mean, if the team makes it, if it goes to the last race and the team scores points and they go from where they would be relegated to now they're going to stay in F1, they would have, because they would have been spending money on next year's car. Same thing for an F2 team. Like, if you were to say the top 2 F2 teams are going to move to F1, if you're sitting in F3, or if you're sitting in 3rd place in F2 all the way up until the last race, either you spent money on an F1 car, which costs an absurd amount of money to go to the next year.
I was going to say, like,
you're to waste
the biggest difference between F2 and F1 with the cars.
F2 cars are all the same.
So,
every F2 car is purchased through the FIA. I think Dallara is the manufacturer. They're all the exact same, other than
you'd have to change that. I feel like if you're doing that, you'd have to change that. All right, you want to be a part of the FIA? We're no longer providing the F2 cars or whatever. So you are doing, Williams is still doing the cars. You still are building the same cars. The product stays the same between F2 to F1.
Yeah, but aren't the car specs for F2 different than F1?
That's what I'm saying. If they are, you would have to change it to where your requirements
to relegate and run it in F1.
Yeah. So it's just your performance. All right, it's based solely on performance. Everything else is the same. Your regulations, your requirements, all that other stuff are the same. The details of them are the same. It's just you're not performing up here, while below you they are performing. So we're going to swap you two. So that way it would be, all right, we'll go with all the way throughout the season. You keep trying to build your best car as possible. And then, oh, hey, the season ends. By the way, you're being moved up. You're being moved down. Good luck.
Yeah, well, then you have to overhaul all of F2.
It would be a huge overhaul. I completely understand that. But I don't know. It's just seeing guys like Williams not do anything. Obviously, I'm new to it. I know they have done something in their history. But it's like, all right, can we get somebody else in the ring? Just to, like,
Williams was the Buffalo Bills in the 1990s.
I get it. They
everything in the 90s.
That's what happened in the 2000s. There was talks about how a college team could beat the Buffalo Bills. So it sucked, especially being a Bills fan. But like, I don't know. I could understand the argument.
2014. It was 2014. There were 2 races. Mercedes finished 1-2. Williams finished 3-4. And that was Toto Wolff owned part Williams. He was with Williams when they won Spain in 2012 with Pastor Montelato. Crash Tour, they called him, because all he did was crash. But he won a race in 2012. And then during that 2014 season, Toto Wolff had ownership stake in both Mercedes and Williams, and they finished 1, 2, 3, 4. My thing is, you gotta figure out how to divvy money out evenly. Ferrari cannot. Who cares? Like, honestly, if F1 were to say Ferrari's no longer allowed to have this $238 million bonus every year because they're the oldest team, if Ferrari were to say, hey, we're going to leave, let's fucking leave. Like, I would rather have an equal playing field than all this money going to one team. I don't, because that's how it should be.
Outside of the standings is what you're saying?
The ability,
like, you win the Constructors' Cup, you should still have the same playing field as the team that came in last.
Yeah, it's because it all comes down to money, how much you can spend on your car.
I get that completely.
Oh, and you're essentially saying put a salary cap on it. Max team can spend is $250 million.
I think that'd be great. I think that'd be fine.
Okay. If you put it that way, yes, I get that. I guess I was a little confused on how you're saying it, but yeah, if you have a salary cap, so that way, like, all right, Red Bull is allocating their money towards aerodynamics while
toward
really
R&D.
Putting it towards
a driver
chassis or whatever. Yeah. Like, I can see that. I can get behind that.
I like that.
Just like any sport, though, you're gonna. I mean, it's easy for especially Sean and I, who are new to the sport, to say it. The people that the traditionalists, like there are in any sport, are gonna fucking hate it.
No, I know, and you need to do something, because it was 2 years ago. It was when Williams sold most of their stake in the team to, I forgot what the company is now. It's an American company.
Right after that, the owner died, or the original guy of the company died.
They spent $40 million, while Mercedes, who won the championship, spent $430 million. Williams doesn't have $430 million to spend. So you got to figure out how can you even that out, and whether that you could do both. You could do a salary cap, and you can just try to not even out the money. If you win the championship, you're going to get more money, but last place shouldn't get near nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say, like, you put a salary cap on your engineering and your winnings, you could put towards a driver, because, Lewis Hamilton's a great driver. He's just a pile of shit. He's going to be a lot better than fucking Ocon. So it's like you can put your winnings towards your driver's salary. Like, I don't know. I've given my complaints about the sport. I hate that we came in 7th place. Yeah. Like, no, your goal should be winning. It should be first. Get on the podium, not just top 10. So, like, that stuff always kind of pisses me off. Or fucking Williams. We came into the top 10 once all season. What a great season we just had.
Yeah, it's bad.
That should be terrible.
Yeah. Oh man, we went from being
goose egg. That's all you care about.
Being the 10th team to the 9th team. All right.
Yeah, by 1 point.
Yeah.
We beat them by 1 point. And not because it was fucking 500 to 499. It was 1-0. Like, that's just shitty. Like, I hate that. That's the biggest complaint I have about the sport.
Yeah, it's very one-sided. Like right now, I mean, this year, honestly, it could go this year. Red Bull and Ferrari could split every race, and it wouldn't surprise me. Just because Mercedes isn't, nobody else is challenging. It's been just the Red Bulls and the Mercedes. Mercedes hit the podium last week just because Red Bull's cars both died.
They just died, yeah.
So
if that didn't happen, Mercedes wouldn't have gotten there.
Yeah. So right now, if there's 23 races, if Red Bull and Ferrari split, one wins 13, the other one wins fucking 11 or whatever it is, however many, whatever math is, proper math.
We're college dropouts.
This is almost gone. Proper math.
12 and 11.
Yeah. So it won't surprise me. But I mean, if you go and watch an IndyCar race, you go and watch a NASCAR race, there are legit, an IndyCar race is like 26 cars in a field. 20 of them have a shot to win. And
that's what it should be.
Yes, it is. That's a legit, every single race, 20 of those cars have a shot to win. So that's what you need to try to get to. And I mean, these cars right now that they have for this year are pretty good. Like as far as being able to stay close to each other, they are doing better than before. But at the same time, like I said, it's been Red Bull and Ferrari. Nobody else is challenging those guys. So next year,
who finished third last year? Was it Ferrari or McLaren?
Ferrari. McLaren came fourth.
I don't remember.
No.
Yeah. So I mean, next year, I'm hoping next year will be better because honestly, like Mercedes is going to catch up. McLaren, I think, will catch up. I would love to see Aston Martin start to use their money properly and catch up. But the cars are new. It is working out. Like the cars are better this year than last year. But...
So I have a question for you, Ricky. So you're saying that if your team, a new team, hasn't been in for 3 years, they don't get championship money. So would Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo and Alpine, are those considered new teams, or is it just because they were rebranded?
Yeah, they just changed their name.
Okay.
They changed their names to the other money.
Yeah, the same. Okay.
It's like the principles are still the same.
Great.
All that.
Yeah, because I mean, the one was Force India. I know they're not Force India anymore, but I didn't know since it's not that's their.
Yeah. What you're saying is the roots of the team need to be there for 3 years or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. I know one other thing they were talking at the end of the race. There was a bunch of stuff coming down from the track commission or whatever, talking about a review about people speeding on the final lap with caution and overtaking and a bunch of other stuff with like the Stroll incident, if it was actually intentional or if there was fault that could be handed out. But I mean, I really never heard anything else penalty wise that came down that was super dramatic to the event.
No, that was really weird because on the TV it tells you where it's yellow flag and it'll say sector 1. And it showed the yellow flag, sector 1. It was there for like 2 seconds, then it goes green flag. We're good racing. And then yellow flag came back on, sector 1. And then it was for another couple seconds, and then green flag for a couple seconds. And then it went back to yellow flag, sector 1. And then they show the Williams car all fucked up in the wall.
Yeah. And then it was double yellow, and then people were fucking flying. Verstappen's like screaming on the radio, "He's going too fast!" Like,
yeah. So okay. I mean, if we're seeing that on TV, that's what they're seeing on their monitor on their steering wheel.
Right.
So something was happening. Somebody was hitting the button somewhere wrong, and they were confused as hell. So.
Right.
Yep. Nothing ever happened. I don't think anything happened between Stroll and whoever the fuck it was. I really don't remember who it was. But there was a racing incident. There's a lot of racing incidents. That's my biggest complaint with F1. A lot of racing incidents that immediately the drivers are yelling because they want penalties and they want the stewards to view it and like, nah, let him race. Like, oh, yep. Like he got into you this race. Hey, guess what? Next race, you're gonna get into
the same thing to him.
This latest season of Drive to Survive, it was about last season, which was the huge Lewis Hamilton versus Max Verstappen. And there was a time that Toto Wolff was calling in and like, hey, he's not supposed to do this. Like, I was just like, that's racing.
Yeah, that happened at Where was it?
Was it like the second or third last race of the year?
It was near the end of the season, yeah.
Yeah, it was at Saudi Arabia. I remember watching it. He's like, "This is racing." It's like, "Fuck yeah!" And then that guy got fired.
Yeah, he gone. Well, that's because all the fucking that was the last race of the season bullshit that he was doing.
Yeah. So.
Did he get fired for that?
Yeah. Because he was
letting them relap or letting them catch up on the.
But he didn't let everybody.
Yeah, he didn't let everybody.
It was black and white, and he made a gray area.
Yeah, very bad. And then his response.
I didn't know he got fired for that.
Yeah, he got fired.
No shit.
He did a very bad job. He got fired for it. So that happens. I can't blame the FIA for firing him for that because I would have fired him too. So it was just dumb mistake. But how you doing, Kyle?
I was gonna say, like, I know we wanted to talk about Fett, but that conversation took a long time. Do we maybe want to do an episode later on with Fett and Arcane?
Right, we could do that. Maybe it'll give me a little time to get caught up on Fett.
It's up to you guys. I'm game for talking about anything, but if you want to wait.
Well, that conversation took a long time. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I like talking about it, especially because Ricky doesn't talk during a lot of
content, man.
And I just know that Fett will also
take a long time.
A nerve with Ricky.
Okay. Yeah. Then we can do it another time. I just want to see your reaction to this background.
Okay, now we gotta fucking talk about it. Fuck
just this, though.
Fuck those characters. Those characters are fucking Power Rangers thrown into a Star Wars fucking show, and it's so fucking stupid. The fucking last episode, that dude on the far right by the red fucking motorcycle thingy, does a spinning move where he spins, goes down to a knee, and then shoots.
He did a 360 no scope.
Why?
I love and I know Sean didn't watch, but
we're getting into it. Fuck that show.
These characters that are behind Kyle steal. So they live on Tatooine, which Tatooine has moisture evaporators because they harvest moisture because there's no water at the desert. These three characters, there's like 4 or 5. There's a lot of them in this gang. It was a gang. They don't have money for water, so they steal water. That's how they get introduced to Boba Fett, because he's got to go and talk to these kids that are stealing water. They don't have any money. They don't have jobs. They don't have money. They can't buy water, so they steal it. But they have these fucking motorcycles that are like these.
They're always per picturesquely shiny.
And they're like
town where everything is sand.
But they're slow as shit.
Yeah, that chase scene when they're chasing the mayor's, whatever the fuck he is, the assistant. That was, I think, to me, and I haven't seen the last Star Wars movie, but that was the worst scene in all of Star Wars, in my opinion, was that chase scene.
See, I found it hilarious. I love these guys.
They're hilariously bad.
They're so bad.
Very bad.
I enjoy it though.
We'll get super campy, bit, I guess. Yeah, the best episodes of Fett
are the ones where he's not in it.
Are the Mandalorian episodes?
Yeah.
I will say that I listen to multiple Star Wars podcasts, and everybody has the exact same opinion. Is that the Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett was actually the Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah.
And the best seasons were with Mandalorian. They had such a good, I don't know what it was. Like, they had such a good opportunity to make something. Honestly,
they made Fett too much of a human. They humanized him too much, than making him the cold-blooded assassin that we had feeling of with him.
Yeah, like that's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping Mandalorian would be too. Like, oh, it's going to be about a Mandalorian. This is going to be fucking wicked sick. And no, it's the Mandalorian taking care of a baby Yoda for fucking 2 seasons. And then even you look at, I think one of the greatest looking scary characters in Star Wars is Black Chrysanthemum, which is the Wookiee in that series. He looks like a mean motherfucker, and they don't have him do anything. He's a complete pansy.
He gets stabbed in the
There's
back.
literally a scene in the episode. So it's like a black fucking Wookiee, and Boba Fett frees him, and he's like, "All right, like, peace out," type deal. And then the fucking Wookiee just like runs off so awkwardly.
Yeah, it was
It
the
was
character
just
running
so
in the
stupid.
suit. It was so bad.
It was like watching the old style fucking Bigfoot like videos, clips, whatever.
It was very frustrating.
They could have done, like I said, I feel like they humanized him too much, especially with all his flashbacks with the fucking Tusken Raiders and shit like that. And like, if they should have just kept him as his fucking cold-blooded. I guess what we had with Boba Fett, as I shake on the table, in the original trilogy, was that he was just a quiet, stoic assassin. And then we moved him from that into a series where he had to talk. And he had to have a personality. And they didn't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
And what they chose was wrong.
Okay. Let me argue.
Be a cold-blooded assassin.
Are we going full in
what?
on this?
I'm gonna go with Tatooine. I'm gonna be a nice guy now, and now I'm gonna be this cool leader and blah blah blah.
On that point,
fucking murder people, man. Do it.
You're an assassin.
Yeah.
He was in Mandalorian, so he did get a little bit of characterization before. But I feel like
But he didn't follow the Mandalore. He made a comment of that in Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah. I will say, I think if you approach the show as like, I'm taking the Disney shows, especially the Star Wars ones, as like a comic book series, like a bunch of interrelated characters. They're gonna have Obi-Wan, I think, is gonna have a show. Maybe Ahsoka is gonna have one, and I'm treating it more like a comic book series where it's an ongoing series. There's gonna be crossovers and stuff. I think they just wanted Boba Fett to be like a guy who showcases other things like the Rancor, the Wookiee, the Power Rangers,
but
stuff like that. And it's more kid friendly. It's a little bit too kid friendly, in my opinion.
Disneyfied.
Yeah, but I still got a lot of enjoyment out of the series.
They didn't. All right, fine. You want to showcase these other things? Fine, I got no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't make Boba Fett a total bitch.
That's fair. He really didn't do it.
What battle did he win?
Yeah. The one with Cad Bane.
Which one?
Speaking of Cad Bane, he's awesome, by the way.
I wish Cad Bane would have killed him.
Yeah.
Cad Bane.
I don't remember.
Okay. So Cad Bane was introduced in the animated series as like a crime lord. He's
the fucking big hat dude.
He was a cowboy before Mandalorian was a cowboy.
Yeah. Cad Bane found Boba Fett after Jango Fett died and took Boba Fett in and showed him how to do everything. Cad Bane is a motherfucker.
He's so cool in the show.
Okay.
In the animated show.
But did he beat him? Because he also had a little bit of help beating him too. That's like the battles that he won were not like a 1v1. It was
maybe
his posse helping out, whether it was his Power Rangers or the fucking sniper chick or the Mandalorian or whatever it was. Like, anytime it was a 1v1, he got his fucking ass kicked.
Yeah.
Well, there's the theme of the show is friendship.
The reading rainbow.
Exactly.
Yeah, when I thought about Boba Fett, I think, oh man, it's going to be this crazy assassin. It's going to be running this fucking assassin,
guild or whatever.
Raid or guild. Yeah, exactly.
He's going to have to make tough
hiring
decisions.
people for contracts. Oh, this guy needs this done. Go do this. You go do this. Oh, I'll take care of this one because I'm Boba Fett. I'm going to be the assassin. I'm going to go take care of it.
Or like
these
people are causing trouble.
Like,
get him killed. Their offspring are like, we want revenge, and then he has to deal with that. And
what it should have been was like the Mandalorian series, except darker.
Yeah.
It was every episode, I have this problem. In Mandalorian, it's I have this problem. Baby Yoda can't die. But Mandalorian, it should have been, I have this problem. I'm going to fucking murder everybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's how they teased it at the end of the one season of Mandalorian about for the book of Fett or whatever. And he killed, who was it? Jabba the Hutt?
He took his throne, but like he was done already. He didn't have to kill anybody for it. He just kind of went in. He's just like, I want it.
Yeah, but it's like that's where I like interpreted that. Okay, this guy is going to be running this empire that Jabba the Hutt was running, and now,
which he does. It's just he does it with fucking kids' gloves on.
Yep.
And like I think
he's a little bit naive.
Talks about like I want to be respected. I don't want to be feared. It's like, no, man, you're the fucking Boba Fett.
Yeah. You're the great assassin with a fucking slave one ship.
So, and like, yeah, Mandalorian's obviously a big part of it. Luke Skywalker's in it.
Oh, that was cool.
Ahsoka's in it. Baby Yoda's in it. Like, those parts, those are cool. Like, like for you, John, who haven't watched it, I'd pick it up in the middle of the season, and then you could probably
chapter 5, I think. No, 4 or 5.
And you won't miss anything.
You really won't. It's just like Mandalorian comes upon a situation where stuff is going down. That's all you need to know. Stuff's going down.
It's just, it could have been so good.
Yeah.
And Disney-fied, if you want to say that, that's fine. I got no quarrels with that because they really did it.
Yeah.
It could have been so good. It should have been darker. Maybe now that you have those darker Netflix shows from like, Deadpool and Jessica Jones and etc., like maybe that'll like loosen the reins on it a little bit now that you have to have like change your parental settings to it.
You gotta have a code.
Yeah,
so they have a Disney at night section.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Like that would be cool to me if you did that.
Yeah,
but like, you don't have to make. Star Wars has got some great cartoons. I'm not going to argue that. You don't have to make the live actions cartoony too.
That's true.
Right.
Yep. Cad Bane could have been so much. He was really cool. I like the live action interpretation of him. His voice was great. He had such an amazing presence. But I want more. He was such a fun character in the show in the animated series, and I want to see him in live action killing people and stuff.
Did you know it was Cad Bane when he was off in the distance walking up?
Kinda, yeah. He's got the hat.
Yeah, well, as soon as I saw his silhouette, I was like, "Oh fuck, it's going down," because it's going to be Cad Bane. And then he shows up, and then he blasts the sheriff, which they should have just killed the sheriff. I don't care about him. I'm glad they wasted the deputy, but that's Cad Bane. Cad Bane does whatever the fuck he wants. Whoever pays him the money
for everything, though.
Yeah, whoever pays him the most money, because he's done jobs for the Jedi as well. Like he's done like the good side of things, but he'll still go in. If next week bad guys pay him more money, well, I'm bad guy again, and that's what he does. He goes and he kills everybody, and he doesn't care what they have to say. And that's what I was expecting the Mandalorian to be. It's what I was expecting Book of Boba Fett to be, was Cad Bane. Like they need to make a Cad Bane just series about him. That'd be fucking awesome.
I'd watch that.
Now he's dead, but you'd have to go back. You'd have to go back. But
is he dead though?
Cad Bane is a great character.
Yeah, I had a point about that though. It's PG-13. Can you actually be sure anyone died?
Like the robots.
The robots died. Yes,
they make a point of that with multiple different examples throughout that season.
It's like you're
almost dead, or you are dead. That's not over.
Can I discuss? So overall, I like the show. You have to go into it with a certain mindset. Be like, this is a kid's show until the Mandalorian comes on, and then it's a lot better. It wasn't great,
but goes from a bad kid's show to a good kid's show.
Yeah, exactly. And the freaking the little sack they put the chainmail in that looked like his head. That was great. Also, we put a Rancor to sleep. That was freaking adorable. Anyways, the scene that I stay up at night thinking about is when they have an army, right? They're all behind a car. Everyone in the army, like 40 people, they're all just hiding behind a car. They have jetpacks. Some of the people have jetpacks. They could fly to high ground. Nope, they're just hiding behind this car. And then the big giant tank droids come down the street and they're like, maybe we should leave. They just run down the middle of the street. Don't ever take cover. They're just running down the middle of the street in a big old group. It was just so awful.
It was terribly
It was so bad.
choreographed, I guess. Like, it was just...
Yeah.
You say you liked it. I say it was a nice teaser for season 3 of Mandalorian. That's the highest regard I can hold it in.
That's fair.
If I got the, I texted you guys about WandaVision only being the season 1. If I got that same update on this, I'd be fine. I'd be perfectly fine if this was done now.
Okay. So have we convinced you to watch it, Sean?
Nope.
I'd recommend the Mandalorian parts for sure, but I can't recommend the whole show.
There's things
I catch the cliff notes.
Yeah.
There's like depending on if you want to see certain characters like Cad Bane and
I do like Cad Bane.
Black Chrysanthemum. Black Chrysanthemum actually has a scar on his face. It's like over his eye, and that is from Obi-Wan's lightsaber. So I'm assuming that they're going to put him in the Obi-Wan series, but we'll see. So I'm wondering if what's his name? Darth Maul is going to be making an appearance in the Obi-Wan series. I'm going to assume that's going to be.
He hates freaking Obi-Wan.
I was going to say, I would be shocked if he's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have
wasn't he in the Clone Wars? Or in, no,
he
was in.
He's still alive.
Yeah, because he was in,
Solo.
That's it.
Yeah,
he's in the animated series, basically kept alive by his hate for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
It's the only thing keeping him alive.
He's still alive. He's got his brother.
That was
what the fuck's his name?
I forgot his name. I don't remember his name.
He's yellow and black.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that he'll make an appearance in Obi-Wan as well. I can't wait for Obi-Wan. But even that, like I'm hoping Obi-Wan's gonna be good. Mm-hmm. After watching Book of Boba Fett, I hope Obi-Wan's gonna be good.
Well, I think he's gonna be able to good because Boba Fett, like, it was easy to compare it to Mandalorian because they're both, the same thing pretty much. Where Obi-Wan, it's like Obi-Wan, I feel like is gonna be good, but then when Ahsoka comes out, we're gonna compare Ahsoka to Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Did Fett to Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
Did Jon Favreau have anything to do with the Book of Fett?
I'm pretty sure he'd have everything to do with it.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't know.
He pretty much took control. Like right now, Disney has him on the highest of pedestals.
Oh yeah, he's making
Marvel and Mandalorian. So I think he was pretty much getting control of.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I could be wrong. I have not looked it up, but I'm pretty sure. I thought I saw something where he was overseeing Lucasfilm's projects.
Okay.
Could be.
Side note about Darth Maul. I don't know if I sent you guys that video the other day with the scene from the first X-Men movie where the guy that's the Toad stopped Storm from doing something and knocked her down an elevator shaft, and he pulled the bar
Darth
out
Maul.
And he spun it around like it was a lightsaber. Well, it's because that actor played Darth Maul.
Yeah, that's Darth Maul.
Same motion. Like,
cool.
oh shit.
Yeah. Reusing the same motion.
The more you know.
All right. Anything else on Fett, fellas? Fett, fellas.
I think it's still worth the watch, but just don't
expect it to be super serious.
Don't assume it's amazing.
And also, this car chase scene is hilarious.
Okay.
Don't watch the first half. Yeah, have to lower your expectations.
Even like all the scenes with Fennec Chen, I think she's great. I would love a show with just about her because that's all she does too is kill.
Oh my god, she freaking slaughtered everyone.
She was a bigger badass than fucking.
That was crazy. I was like,
she don't care. She just chased people, killed in the very beginning. Like it was the first episode, second episode when she's doing parkour, chasing the people on the roofs. And she catches two of them and then just shoves the one off the roof. Like, these, I only need one of you.
Fucking ending where she killed the fucking fish guys, too.
She killed the mayor.
Yeah, she kills everybody. Fennec Chen's great.
Yeah.
Would you watch another season if the whole season was Boba trying to be his grandfather, be like, I want the people to love me. And Fennec Shade's like, we need to kill people. And she starts going rogue and they end up fighting each other. And that's
that's fine. I would expect Fennec Chen to die because that's just how it ended up being.
Maybe.
I think that Fennec Chen's great.
I would watch another season of it just because it's Star Wars and it'd be another season, be new. But my expectations would be at an all-time low.
Yep.
That's fair. Okay. I actually like the Sand People scenes too. They were okay.
Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, they were okay. But yeah, all the stuff in the city.
Like that pissed me off too. Don't
can't call them Sand People anymore. Okay.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, don't know if we're talking about Tusken Raiders or Gandhi.
I love how in the scene of the train, when the train's going past and they're shooting at the train, the train's shooting at them.
Mm-hmm.
This train's traveling like 400 miles an hour, and everybody's shots are dead on. They're shooting people through the tiniest slots of windows and killing each other like it's no problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's silly. They don't do that, no. None of them do that anymore.
Yeah.
No.
They're advanced.
These guys were more civilized.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
actually talk.
No.
There was a rumor.
That's what pissed me off.
They did humanize them. There was
that whole fucking season.
Oh no!
There was almost a rumor that because there was the one. Do you remember the one Tusken Raider who was like super into Boba Fett?
Yeah.
They were pretty thin. They wore a lot of there was more black on them than most of them.
He had the dreads, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was rumor that was going to end up being Omega, which if you guys watch the Bad Batch, Omega was another clone. It was a female clone that was not given the aging things. They were almost expecting that to be Omega, but it ended up being. I think they died. At least I don't know if they died. They never really showed because the whole village got slaughtered. Spoiler.
Yeah. Be alive technically, I guess.
Yeah. So who knows?
Don't get too attached.
Yeah, I never got into Bad Batch. I think I watched half of the first episode with Grace, and then she just was done with it.
I gotta get into that. I think
it was all right.
I heard it's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll save Arcane for another day then.
Arcane.
I'm sorry, my picture caused us to go into the whole thing.
I fucking hate those guys.
That's fine. Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah.
They're my favorite. They're just they're so flash. It's great.
God. I've never wished fucking hate on anybody more than I wish it on them.
Like that whole chase scene in those vehicles are something that I would expect to see in Back to the Future.
It was so bad.
That was a Back to the Future scene.
Yeah.
They caught air. Did you see they caught like 2 feet of air sometimes? It was crazy.
They were going 8 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking pieces of shit.
All right.
Is
it okay if I skip my Reddit roundup this time?
Sure.
Yeah, let's take right around up for another one.
Okay.
Because I got a few questions and they're kind of head scratchers for you guys. So we're gonna get to
head scratchers for us.
Our next. For you. Yeah, we're gonna get to our next segment here of Sean's chin scratchers. So this is a fun thing we like to do every week, where we all come to the table with some random questions that we've thought about through our weeks.
Snoop Dogg.
We ask each other questions and get answers, and we want our viewers to send us questions, let us know, and answer our questions too. So if you guys have them, let us know in the comments.
I answered in the comments last week.
Did you? I gotta look.
Yeah, you told us. Sean's parents don't watch the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
All right. So my first question to you guys: would you rather have everything in your life hot or cold? Now, put this into perspective. Everything hot or cold. So your showers are either hot or cold. Your food is either hot or cold. Your weather is either hot or cold. Your beverages are either hot or cold. So
how hot or how cold? Like boiling?
Sure, like food ready, like when you would eat your food ready to eat, or like your weather would be like where it was too hot to be uncomfortable, where it's uncomfortable.
Hot.
Even
So you would want to drink hot drinks all the time.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I got no problem with that. I've drank hot beer. And it's not the most fun, but like, I'd rather drink that than fucking eat cold steaks or cold burgers and cold hot dogs, and taking cold showers are the fucking worst.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just cold, and then you have to drink cold drinks all the time.
Yep. So you couldn't warm up from a warm drink.
I mean, you're gonna be I'd rather do warm, I guess, or hot, whatever term we're
I'll
using.
take cold. I like my iced coffees. I like my wine cold. I like my beer cold. I have 3 box fans in the bedroom, just making a giant tornado. Cold food, that would suck.
Well, I would just eat cereal.
Leftover pizza is fucking delicious. Doesn't matter what it is.
Pizza.
So. Cold chicken wings.
Obviously, like burgers and chicken wings, no, I wouldn't do. But pizza, yeah. Cereal, that's fine.
Outside of that, okay, keep going. How many more can you lift? Like,
I can eat pizza every day, so that's
we're gonna get protein.
Cold peanut butter, cream, pudding.
Oh yeah,
sandwiches,
fucking snacks. All right, sandwiches. I'll give you sandwiches.
Yeah, I can eat a turkey Italian sub every day.
Right. Yeah. You get a peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I prefer cold over hot.
Sandwich.
Okay. See, I'm torn because I like cold weather. You can always put on more layers. And but
you're always going to be cold.
I know. When it's hot out, I get like brain fog. I can't think, and I just like pass out usually. Not literally, but just like lay on the couch. But cold food for the rest of my life sounds amazingly awful. You can have anything hot good. Like you can make apples good hot, like apple crisp. You can have hot cereal probably. That'd be, it could be cool. Meal. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy good hot food. You can have roasted vegetables.
What would I drink that was alcohol?
You're not helping my argument.
We got to drink hot sake.
Sake be hot, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I could drink hot chocolate.
Do Bloody Marys count if
to get drunk?
Spicy?
I mean, you could put fucking rum in a hot chocolate, and then it's.
Yeah, but it's got to be hot rum.
I
have chocolate. You're not gonna notice a difference.
I've had spiked coffee. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
rum. I will say rum and warm apple cider is very good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, alcohol you can figure out a way for anything really.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's easier cold, but yeah.
All those times making fucking moonshine.
Just had it warm.
Originally baked hot, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am not built for the warmth. So.
I'm not either. I'm already like, how many shirts am I gonna go through a fucking day?
Yeah, I'd have to get very fancy. Like
blowjobs are out of the question with all the fucking gross cheese that are gonna be on my ball sack every fucking day.
Right, you're going through a ton of baby powder, and that's an investment I'm making.
Although I cool down when it's a hot day, I cool down with a cold shower a lot, so that ruins that.
Yeah,
I think I'm still leaning towards hot though. I could probably get used to it.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with hot.
I'm going hot because I die in the cold.
Yeah, you'll die. That's a pretty easy answer for you.
Yeah.
What would be your least favorite thing about it though?
Honestly, I'd miss
hot
out
beverages
on cereal.
because I don't.
I'd miss out on cereal.
Yeah, because I don't like hot beverages. I don't drink hot chocolate. I don't like coffee. So
hot ketchup.
I could do that. I leave ketchup out all the time. So
yeah, ketchup don't belong in the fridge.
Sometimes you order fries and they just put the ketchup packets under the fries and they get warm. So
see, I use the ketchup to like cool down the fries. So that way I can at least get it in my mouth and I go.
Yeah.
All right. So my next question for you guys. Would you punch your grandparents for $500,000?
Oh.
Mine are all dead.
No. Actually, that's a lie.
All of them?
One of your grandparents.
Yeah, all 5.
Living?
They're all gone.
We going with living if they are living?
Yes, I would say living. Yes.
No, I mean, it's my grandpa, and like
that's Vegas grandpa.
It's only him at this point, and he's awesome. I fucking love him.
I honestly though,
if I punched him, he'd probably kick my ass afterwards.
See, I feel like if it was my grandfather, and I would say this, I'd probably assume the same thing for Vegas grandpa. That if you were to tell him, like, if they were to propose this,
yeah,
if you were standing there and it was you and Vegas grandpa, because I imagine this is how my grandfather would feel like. If you were standing there and I was standing there with mine, and they're like, "Hey, if you punch your grandfather, we'll give you $100."
Well, right.
We'll give you $500.
They know it.
Like, sock me, man. Like, we're gonna split this money. I want $250,000.
Yeah, well, yeah. If I told him, "Hey, if I punch you in the face, I get $500K and we're going to Vegas," he ain't gonna question it. Yeah. He's like, "All right, cool. Like, I'll pick out the room." But like,
medical bills.
Can they? I'm not that strong, take it? Dude.
Yeah, can they take the punch?
My grandpa could. I could easily. He could easily take it, but like,
where do you punch him, and how hard does that have to be?
And can you tell him? If you can't tell him, you just walk up to him and fucking cold cock him. Hey, Merry Christmas, motherfucker! Like,
here's something that I think about all the time, because I've never punched anybody. How hard can I even punch? I punched inanimate objects, the wall, a pillow, that kind of nonsense. But like, how hard could I actually punch a person? I really don't know.
To do one of those punch out machines and see.
I guess
it's been a while since I've punched somebody.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I've done it. Hockey obviously is. I've gotten into a few scuffles.
Scuffles, yeah.
Yeah.
Kerfuffles.
I punched TJ Rose
when
we
were growing up.
Me. Yeah, I'm not proud of that. I was young and stupid. Had anger issues. But it probably didn't hurt. I can't punch that hard.
I don't remember. That was a while ago. Was
like middle school. I was
gonna say that was probably 20 years ago at this point.
Holy crap!
But yeah, Kyle's punched me before.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in defense, I punched him back.
I don't remember.
I smashed his head off this side of a couch.
The last time I got
that has happened, but yes,
that was more like just playing around.
Yeah,
it wasn't like an actual fight.
We were wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling.
What were we gonna say? Last time you got into a fight, Kyle?
Oh, well, not last time I got into a fight, but like one of the most remarkable times I got into a fight was elementary school.
Remarkable times. Oh, I know the story.
Yeah, it's just me and my friend walked to school. I don't even remember. We were probably fighting about cheese or something stupid. Bread. I don't know. What do elementary school kids fight about?
Cheese
and Pokemon cards.
I like dogs.
Red or blue.
Yeah. And we got into a little fight. I probably ended up crying. We got sent to the principal's office, in school suspension. But then yeah, because there was somebody's birthday, I think we got free cupcakes. And we weren't mad at each other by the time, so we got to just hang out all day, finish our homework, and just eat cupcakes. It was cool. Would recommend.
If I could tell my grandpa, back to the question, if I could tell my grandpa, then yes, I would. If I couldn't, then I probably wouldn't, in fear that he would kick my ass afterwards.
Right?
Because my grandpa would kick my ass afterwards.
Yeah. My grandfather, before he passed, he could do still everything.
Well,
so he was tough. I bet he could kick the shit out.
Yeah, either one of my grandpas would kick my ass. One of the two grandmas, I think I could beat her up. But the other one, I don't think I could. She was a very strong Italian woman.
If I only have one living grandparent, and I think I would probably kill her, even if I didn't hit her hard. Just like she'd be like, "Kyle, you betrayed me," and
I want that clipped. Like, I only have one living grandfather or grandparent. I would probably kill her and just clip that part.
Oh, that's our new T-shirt.
No backstory, no nothing.
I'd kill my grandma.
Kyle's a grandparent killer.
Oh my god! But yeah, if I were to punch my grandmother for $500,000, I'd probably kill her, even if I didn't hit her hard, just because, heartbreak, whatever, betrayal, and so probably wouldn't. And if it didn't kill her, then
She didn't
the
die
medical
from
bills would
the
probably
punch.
be more than 500,000. So
She didn't die from the punch. She died from a broken heart.
Yep. All right.
love you,
My
Grandma.
next question for you guys.
She's not going to see this.
Would you rather have a
Wait, did
girlfriend
you-
or a what?
Did Rick and you answer? I can't remember.
Mine are all dead.
Okay.
Yeah, mine too.
Would Caitlin, or wait, who's Caitlin? I don't know why I said that name.
If you punch Caitlin's grandparents, you punch any of her family members, it'd be
Who's Caitlin? I don't know if she wants to be anonymous. Whoever that is.
it's
But
happening.
anyways,
If you punch a
completely
family
unrelated.
member of her, she would die. Caitlin would die of heartbreak.
Yeah, she would. She'd be so sad.
She would drown in her own tears.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, Sean, would you?
Next question.
Would I? I'd probably punch my grandfather on my mom's side. I didn't really know my grandfather on my dad's side. I mean, yeah, he was.
I mean, technically, I would punch my grandfather, my biological grandfather, and he is still alive. But I just think he's a pile of shit. He's not necessarily part of the family, so
it's not worth
I
it.
would
Not
I
worth
would
the
punch
punch.
I would easily punch him for free.
Ooh.
All right. So my next question to you guys: would you rather have a girlfriend or a significant other that laughed at everything or laughed at nothing?
Does it
So-
have to be like a joke?
No,
If I just said good
literally
morning,
everything.
you just fucking laughed.
Yes.
Never
Or
laughed.
you
Never laughed.
pulled your pants down and she laughed, or you went out to dinner and she laughed at everything. You went to a
Yeah,
movie
never
and it
laughed.
was
I don't need
Hey.
my dick and laughed at more than it is. No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's a no.
My
for
grandma
me.
died.
Look
She's
at
just-
the
Yeah, exactly.
explosive diarrhea that I just did in the bathroom. No, I'm good.
her child
Oh.
is dying.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's like dating the Joker. Jeez.
yeah, I know. That's easy and don't laugh.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
And like I take pride in making people laugh too. So
There was a
I'd
plot line in Scrubs where JD, the main character, was dating
Yes.
somebody who she, whenever he made a joke, she would be like, "That's
Mandy
so funny."
Moore. Mandy Moore played her.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh shit.
okay. And he
Yeah.
literally broke up with her
That's
because
so-
she never laughed at his
that's
jokes.
so funny. It is funny, isn't it? How come you don't laugh at my jokes? I'm pretty sure like that was the entire like dialogue of it.
That was their whole relationship.
That was yeah. Scrubs is such a great show.
Mhm.
All right. The next question for you guys: would you rather fight 100 let me say this again, 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
I'll say the
Um,
duck-sized horses. They're not gonna be able to kick that hard.
Yeah, I would take 100 of them. I'd squish like literally step on them.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Especially if I can use weapons, like that'd be easy.
Because ducks bite,
Right?
and ducks
Yeah.
ducks bite hard now at duck size.
I was gonna say like they could crush literally. They could explode.
Oh
your-
man,
No, I'm good.
I would
Like,
fight the horse-sized duck just so it's
It'd
it's
be
like
a hippopotamus attacking you. With the amount
Dude, hippos are scary as fuck.
Oh man, they kill more people than sharks do.
Yeah,
Yep.
hippos are crazy.
One of the most dangerous animals in Africa.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, man. Mm-mm.
they kill way more people than sharks.
I know, man. And
Hip-
fucking hungry hippos, their butts were big in that commercials, and they made me like butts.
Hippos are also very, whatever you want to call it, related.
Voluptuous.
Also very voluptuous. No, they're also super related to orcas. So they're
Yeah.
extremely smart. They
Oh, shit,
not
I didn't
only
know that.
can kill you,
Territorial.
they know how to kill you.
Yeah.
And
Very territorial.
they
Yeah, they're
sweat red.
territorial.
Yeah,
What?
hippos can. You ever watch them swim? That shit's crazy.
Yeah,
fast
they're
as fuck.
awesome. And they're
Fast as
fast on
fuck.
land.
They're
so
fast
fucking
everywhere.
scary. They're so fucking scary.
Mm,
They just
I
say,
love
"Oh, there's
watching
that
those
fat
videos.
See, I like to think of myself as a hippo. I'm fast as fuck, but I can be dangerous. I can rape you and you wouldn't know it.
It's not fat. It's power.
Yeah.
I can eat a watermelon in one bite.
Yeah. Well, I'm raping you. It's a cow.
And they sweat red.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Sweat
that
red?
I heard that. Yeah. I don't know why, but
Oh, I see it. Now I don't want to be a hippo. Could you imagine who raped you? Well, you got red sweat on you, so we know who it is.
I don't know.
Oh.
I've never seen a hippo sweat.
Yeah, I don't want to get close enough to find out.
Right.
I was trying to make a joke like you just gotta, I don't know, threaten to sue it or something, but I can't think of it. Never mind.
Okay.
But yeah, I would fight a horse-sized duck, because then it would be like an Elden Ring boss. And
How did Kyle die? Well, he died for a horse-sized duck.
Yeah, and then that's just in the world. That's cool.
That's just in the world.
In the history books.
My legacy.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I can't argue that.
Who's gonna kill it? It can just fly away. Anyways, what was your next question, Sean?
Yeah, could you imagine fucking flying an airplane and all of a sudden there's a horse-sized duck flying next to you?
Right.
Well, you just slowly close the curtain. Like, all right, well, my day's done.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, that would be fucking horrible.
Oh man.
All right, next question.
Wonder what that quack would sound like.
Oh no, it would strike fear in my heart.
Right. All right. So my next question: would you pass 10 kidney stones in 1 month if that meant that your favorite team would win back-to-back championships?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Pass, not go to the doctor and have them blasted out of you or take medicine or get them removed. You have to shoot them out of your dick, and you hear it ting in the bottom of the toilet.
Ting.
No.
Does it matter? Like, is that the only way?
No.
Because I'm saying because there is a ride at Disney.
Oh.
There's a Disney ride that it's got like a 35% like kidney stone pass rate. This is real.
I don't care.
I'll do it.
I've heard.
Huh?
Female, male, whatever. They say it's the worst.
The
Females
worst.
say I'd rather be pregnant and give birth again than go through fucking all that shit. No.
I'll do it.
I hope I never.
Only if I could bet on the team and just become a.
Okay, now I'm more interested. That is a great point.
Yeah. So what's this about a Disney ride that helps you pass kidney stones? What does that even mean?
I've heard this too, though.
I forgot the ride, but
vibrate?
yet there's a ride that for some reason it's known that that's a thing now. If people have kidney stones, like they'll go on the ride, and I don't remember the ride.
Won't cover the ultrasound.
You're gonna have to Google it. I think Jake's already Googling it. But there is a ride in Disney that's known for passing kidney stones.
Thunder Mountain, really?
I've heard you can use ultrasound, which is basically just very high intensity sound to help break them up. So maybe
they put you in a cone filled with water, and they blast ultrasound waves at you, and it helps break them up to help you pass them. Oh, really? That's a real thing.
And the ride?
You ever Google
in the doctor's office?
Yeah. Okay.
You ever Google what causes a kidney stone?
Yes.
Everything.
I drink a lot of water.
I've Googled because I remember seeing somebody posted on Facebook about kidney stones that were like, oh, this is what happens when you drink too much Red Bull. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I Googled like what causes a kidney stone. Oh, steak, salad, cheeseburgers, pizza, peanuts, everything
Soda.
on the list. Anything you put in your body causes a kidney stone. So like it's just inevitable.
All right, so in their experiment, seated in the front of the car, it would only pass the stone 17% of the time. All other seating arrangements pass the stone 64% of the time.
Whoa.
64. That's huge.
Whoa.
What ride is this?
Disney fan and YouTuber attempted this at both Disney World and Disneyland, so Florida and California. And while it did not work for him in California at Disneyland, it did work for him at Disney World. It's Big Thunder Mountain. It is a Western-themed roller coaster. It's actually a very fun roller coaster, and I do not like roller coasters. That's why I'm shocked that I can go on a ride that would pass a fucking kidney stone. I was expecting like fucking Tower of Terror or something like that.
Or like the test track. Don't they like
How
blast
does it
you with
help? I
sound
didn't
during
read
the
that.
test track?
Yeah. Yeah, test track. Yeah, I guess.
Still though, I mean, 64% chance. You're telling me
That's
like, all right,
crazy.
you can ride that 3 times and nearly guarantee that you're gonna pass a kidney stone.
All right, that means you got to ride it 30 times for 10 stones.
I feel like
That's
what?
fine.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Disney World is not because you don't have enough time in the day for it.
Bullshit. I got a family member that's giving me fast pass. I can get on first.
No, you have to pay for that shit now.
That's
Your
fine.
insurance will cover it.
I'll pay for that.
Yeah, I guess.
You're gonna earn it back in your winnings.
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
Good point. Pay now, get paid later.
Yeah, if there wasn't money involved, it's a hard no for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you pick the team then? Can we change it to we pick the team? Hey, this year I'm going to pass 10 kidney stones, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win the Super Bowl.
Right. I'd be fine with that.
As long as I can,
$1,000 down on fucking Jacksonville winning.
yeah, if I can bet on them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
do the biggest bets. See, like, that's what I would do. All right, this year, highest or the highest winnings win. Then next year, my team wins.
This is a question that I have.
Oh, Ricky's got a question. All right.
Well, yeah, kind of. Well, not because we're on sports betting. What sport? Because obviously, because I think about as far as betting goes, let's say you have, Back to the Future, the almanac that's got all the sports for the past 20 years. You can bet on it. What sport would you be okay betting on because you don't care about the results? Like
Baseball.
To me, like football, hockey, I don't want to know the results. I'd rather have if my team, whatever, to win a championship, I'd rather find out from the games. So like I've thought about like soccer. Let me do Premier League. Let me know all the Premier League scores. I'll bet on all those. NBA, I'll do that. Hockey, football, racing, I want to know. I want to watch the race live. So like what sport could you do? UFC, I could bet on
Baseball.
that and not care. You wouldn't care about baseball?
Baseball, because like I also think that the winners that have won will have better odds payout as like Premier Soccer. Like the Braves just winning probably had a decent payout compared to like they weren't the favorite with the Dodgers, Yankees, etc. And I mean you can go back to since the Marlins won one. Like I'm sure they had a good payout with that one.
Yeah, Marlins won in 97 and 2003.
Was it 3?
So,
it was 3 or 4. Yeah,
so like 3. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at. Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan, but like I'm also looking at payout. Like football, yes, I don't care, but it's just Patriots. Patriots were favorite in a lot of those seasons, so your payout's not going to be all that good.
I wonder what the Diamondbacks payout was at the beginning of the season, 1998.
It's probably pretty good.
Probably pretty good.
Especially the 90s were fucking Yankees. That's it.
Well, 2001 when they beat the Yankees.
Yeah, 2001. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it sucks because it was against the Yankees, but like, man, could you imagine the payout? Fuck yeah, give me that. Give me that. Give me the MLB almanac. I'm fine with that. Even like basketball, like it's.
Well, it'd be for
LeBron's
future games,
on
right?
and Steph Curry's on. Like, it's not good payouts for those.
Baseball would be good too because I'm thinking like even like for regular season, you have 162 games you could just bet on. $10 bets every game.
Prop bets, home run winners, fucking Alonso.
Yeah, that guy. God damn it, that ruined fucking everything. I think about that all the time. Alonso. He should have. It was a bet that I put in and Jake put in at Vegas for the home run winner, the home run leader, to hit more than 40. Season. Yeah, to hit more than 48 home runs. It comes down to the last game, or actually no, the last 2 games. Alonso is at 47, something stupid like that.
Yeah. Game
161, he goes 0 for 5. So then they sit him for game 162.
No.
Wasn't that it? The guy that they put in hit the home run.
Worse. It's worse than this.
It was worse than that?
Absolutely. Alonso started. And he was pinch hit.
And then he was pinch hit.
And he hit a home run.
Yeah, the guy that
pinch hit.
That would have won us money.
Yeah, I put $20 down. It was gonna be a $400 win.
Yeah, it was multiple.
But because he was so bad that the guy that pinch hit the home run. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like
he went 0 for 5.
Typical fucking bullshit Vegas bet story. And it was like we lived it. It sucked. Fuck, I was at my parents' house. Like I remember where I was. Like it fucking blew.
That's the guy. I remember looking at it on ESPN, and I remember him being 0 for 5.
Yeah,
because it went into.
Yeah, he ended the season on a cold streak for sure, and then he got pinch hit for in like the 8th or 9th inning, and that dude hit the game-winning home run.
Yeah, it was. He played for the Mets. I remember that.
Baseman.
That's one of those things where like, are odds makers time travelers?
Like they say it's fixed for a reason for shit like that.
How are they so good?
Right.
Something that stuck with me. Oh, to answer your question, I do boxing just because I don't care about boxing at all, and there's a lot of betting involved.
A lot of money in boxing.
Yeah. There's a book by Stephen King called 11/22/1963. It's about time travel, trying to save the president, the one who got shot in the convertible. JFK, trying to save him. He brings back in time an almanac, places some bets. Did you do it, Sean?
I did not.
Where were you?
I was not alive.
Oh,
I wasn't even a wet spot in my I wasn't even a wet spot in my dad's shorts yet.
If you would have been, you would have been dead.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. The wet spot in the shorts is not good.
Yeah,
like you took it run over.
All those fucking siblings of yours are dead.
Billions.
Billions of it. Your fucking dad's a murderer.
He brought an almanac back in time, placed some bets to get some money just to live on or whatever. The mob that he was like associated with the place he gambled was like, how is he so good at this? What is he doing? He's doing something shady. They beat the crap out of him. He was in a coma for like a few days. So gotta be careful with your time travel.
That's why you have to place.
Story.
You have to place bets that'll lose along with bets that'll win. You have to do them both at the same time. And sometimes you put a lot of money on the championship winner and then lose a bunch of the regular season games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you do like a giant ass parlay, but then you do a bunch of individual bets and you lose on all your individual bets, but your parlay is going to win big.
Yeah, you got to make the.
All right.
That's all I had. Anybody else?
I got one, but
I have a couple too, but like
okay. we can save it. Yeah, now. Let's save it.
All right.
A long fucking episode.
Yep.
All right, that's it. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.
Spear fingers.
Remember to